What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Let's Play for Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Ultimate Evil Edition, better known as Diablo 3 PS4 and Xbox One. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside my Italian meatball, Brian Altano, and the new guy, Chris Abbott.
What's going on, everybody?
You don't have a title yet.
I don't.
This is the first time. Well, I've introduced you once before in another Diablo commentary that we threw away because it didn't make any sense.
Yep.
But so I don't have a name for you. But hey, how you doing?
We'll get one.
How excited are you for Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Ultimate Evil Edition, Chris?
I'm so excited.
It's a title. It's a walk, Brian.
I've already pre-ordered it and watching you play already. I just can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Of course, my big excitement for it is the fact that it's finally coming to PlayStation 4. I've been playing it on PS3 only because I broke down. I tried to play it on PC, Brian. You know how I go with that, though. It doesn't go well. I gotta sit on the floor and use my keyboard and my mouse. And
why the floor?
It wasn't because that's how I play off the TV in my living room.
Oh.
So I gotta sit. I put it all on the coffee table and sit there like a sloth and play that way.
What if we got you one of those like old school TV dinner stand-up trays that people put in front of their
That seems
their
even
couches?
sadder to me. That seems
Maybe
even
I have
sad.
one of those. Maybe.
It seems even more sad.
Okay, if we're going by sadness, then yeah, that's way up there.
So
especially if it's like really dark and dim in there and your
Right.
wife just left you.
It was like that once. This is what it looks like on PlayStation 4. This is my PS3 character that I had taken to level, I think, 18, just to scratch the itch when it was getting really bad right around E3 time.
Oh, so you brought your character over.
Right, and then I was able, super simple, you go on your PS3 version, or whatever version of Diablo 3, you upload your save to the Battle.net servers, and then you can just import it as soon as you get your new copy. So, didn't lose anything, had a great time.
So to console people that didn't grow up playing this seminal game on PC for decades, or however long it's been a long time.
Yeah.
What's up with this game? What's going on?
It's an action RPG. It's all about loot. When I played it on PS3, I played with the sound down, listening to podcasts, because it's literally just the gameplay that is, like, for me, the hook. I'm sure it's different for other people, and they know all about Deckard Cain and yada yada yada.
Yep.
But for me, it's just like, this is gaming at its purest, right? Like, you're going to run around, you're going to kill a bunch of crap, you're going to have to come up with strategies to beat stuff, and then you're going to get cool gear and do all this stuff with it, and upload it and have new stuff and be happy. Not uploaded, actually.
Now, the Ultimate Evil Edition includes Diablo 3, includes all the expansions, all the tweaks, and
if you remember what happened is
done.
Diablo 3 came to consoles, but that was it. Then they put out Reaper of Souls on PC, and then never brought it to consoles. So this is Diablo 3, the original game, and it's Reaper of Souls all in one thing. So they put on the box like, hey, includes Diablo 3 as like a bonus, when really that was, no, it is Diablo 3, just with all the content you would have downloaded beforehand, if that was even possible.
So you're level 34 now, right?
Right.
Have you done any of the Reaper of Souls content yet?
I don't know. Like, I'm not that big of. I got into. I bought Diablo 3 when it first came out. Enjoyed the little bit I played of it, but like I said, fell out of it because I just wasn't about sitting at my PC for that time. Sorry, everybody. It's not that I hate PCs. Yeah, I don't want to sit on the floor, hurt my tailbone. And then when they said it was coming to consoles, I was like, oh, I can wait. And then I started playing on PS3 when I was like, I can't wait anymore. I really want to play. And so now that I'm here. For me, the big difference is I can't speak to what's just a patch update or like what's changed versus and not being a Reaper of Souls guy, right? I can't speak to exactly what changed there, but from console to console, from PS3 to PS4, I can already tell there's a lot more stuff going on here in terms of, all right, there's this random event. Okay, now there's this challenge. Okay, there's more stuff keeping you going like an MMO that wasn't in PS3. PS3 was very much just this, you know what I mean? Like, it kicks up, I run through the missions, and I kill everything. But here I'll be going, and like it'll pop up, and it'll be like, okay, here's you're close to this challenge, or this has happened, or blah 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 blah, and it'll do all these different things of what I need to kill to unlock this crest or whatever I need. That campaign obviously was always there, but there's more stuff like, okay, you've started this event, free all these prisoners, or do all this, and that's a nice change of pace, I think.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Please do.
Why are you friends with a spider?
Oh, why wouldn't I be?
What's going on in your life right now?
I'm a demon hunter. I'm a badass demon hunter. Look how cool I look, all right?
You do look really cool.
Damn right I look
And
cool.
you can tweak all that and add your own, depending on what you find, you can change your attributes.
Right, everything changes around as you. Well, yeah. So, like, here, like, right, I pick up this thing, and then, first off, I can open up my wheel, which I'll do in a second, but I can also hit up on the D-pad, so if I'm playing with other people, like, we tried to play it here, but you guys were all level 1s, you're getting killed right away.
Fiery wrist wraps of cruelty sound like, anti-masturbation cuffs.
Sure. But see, right here I can look at the inventory I've picked up while looting, right? So I can be like, all right, that's junk, put it in my junk. That seems like it would be better, but I'd want to look into it. This is junk, maybe better, looks a lot better. This one's clearly better, so I equipped it, and then it changes.
Oh, that's cool.
And so
without having to go into your menus.
I can go back in here for the stuff that I'm like, well, that looks kind of good. Do I want to? And then I go here, and I can compare it. I can see, blah, blah, blah. Right now I'm all about the XP.
Yep.
Trying to level as fast as possible, so I still like the fact that I have the 18 experience versus the 16. I'm not getting my butt kicked, so the armor doesn't help me too much, but I'm not ready to throw it away. But then you jump in here, you do all this, you set your radio wheels. These things all open up as you hit level, certain level milestones. Next one for me, 70 here. Once I hit 70, I'll start getting Paragon points that I can start putting into my character here.
Yep.
This is the follower. I can see what's going on with him, do all these different things.
So, Greg, I've known you for years.
Yeah.
And this is not generally the type of game I associate you with.
Sure.
But I'm hearing you say a lot of things about leveling up and XP and grinding and stuff like that. Like, what really hooks you about this game?
The gameplay. I mean, like, for real, it's just the fact that there's the carrot on the stick is always right in front of me, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's again, since I'm not like now I'm replaying it on PS4. I started over with my girlfriend. We were playing all weekend long. We're actually listening to the story now, which is a little bit different. So it's like, oh, that's fine, whatever. But there's still clear markers. Like last night we weren't going to bed until she hit level 30. Like, she was right there, you know what I mean? So let's do that. So we did that, and then it's like, well, now we get to a save point. Well, now let's finish this mission. Now, you know what I mean? Like, there's always something to keep you playing. And
that's awesome.
It reminds me a lot of just what I love about DC, like DC Universe Online, right? Like, I'm just running around, getting gear, leveling up, beating stuff, fighting bosses, fighting monsters. It's, you know me. I think most people know me at IGN when I talk about games, right? Like, I play games for stories.
Yeah.
But there are those games where I do want to just turn off, right? Where I just want to sit there and be like, all right, like Rogue Legacy, right? Like, I don't need it. What's the motivation for this character? I don't care.
Yeah,
the game's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I still play things to escape. I still play things for, the ability to get lost in a story and love characters, whatever. But Diablo is, I think, one of those exceptions where the gameplay is just so good. You know what I mean?
Totally. No, I love games like this, and I'm the same way where I don't predominantly play games like this, but every now and then it is a nice palate cleanser to like fall into a sort of a routine playing something like this.
Sure.
Because you can kind of hang back, and it's never like too intense. It's never like, it doesn't make me throw my controller in anger. It is overwhelming sometimes, as you can see by millions of enemies attacking you at the same time. What was up with that ninja dude?
He came out of the same, man.
Yeah.
He came out of the same.
Why did you go with Demon Hunter instead of like a monk or barbarian or whatever?
I like Demon Hunter. First off, Demon Hunter looks cool, but mainly it's ranged. I like, in games like this, even on DC Universe, I like being ranged. I don't like being up right in front of everybody, getting wailed on. Like, I'm running a monk also at home, and it's just a different experience. I like being off a bit, right? Like, I like having the ability to stand back and just shoot. Like, I lay these. Like, you see me always drop these. Either my caltrops. I drop back. Then if they start getting something, I drop down the turret, fly back a bit, and then just keep going. I
always thought Demon Hunters were interesting because it's like they're hunting a lot more than demons almost always.
Sure, yeah.
Like, if I was her, I'd be like, no, that's not my job. I don't have to do that.
You know what? Show me when a demon gets here.
When a demon gets, you handle
right
all
there.
the
It says
stuff.
demon underneath these guys. These guys are right up my alley. This is
so
what
now
I'm
you got to
shooting
work. This is your call.
So the things I've noticed, right, making the jump from PS3 to PS4, runs so much better. Looks way better. I mean, these are all things you'd expect, right? But I feel like, and now granted, I only played a little bit of PC. I think only through Act 1 on PC. It's looking far closer to that, right? There's a few environments that look really good. This is kind of a bland one, but it's also just a desert. Not much you can do about that.
I really like a lot of the little details. Like, now you're not fighting those snakes, but if you run over one, he just explodes in blood all over the desert. And the lighting's really cool too.
See, in this thing here, like with the kills and the massacre and like the countdown and like the XP bonus, that's all stuff that wasn't in the PS3 version.
Oh, really?
Like there were like, okay, you've chained up this number of things, but it wasn't counting down on the screen like that. It wasn't giving me such a visceral vibe. At least
oh God, what's that?
That's some stupid thing. It's that thing from Zelda that flies out in Hyrule Field. But yeah, this is Diablo on PS4. I played it all weekend. I like it a lot. I don't know what Vince is going to review it. Vince is the one who has to have the final say. But I certainly have enjoyed myself, and I'm looking forward to hundreds of more hours in it. And
if not thousands.
Yeah. Well, you know how our job is, Brian.
Yeah.
You get lost in the moment. You can't get back to it sometimes.
Got to get those Paragon points.
Got to get those Paragon points. That's a big thing. I think, so we can import your save. We talked about the quick equip down there and talk about that. Drop in, drop out co-op, locally and online, of course. This is something they talked about leading up to it. And obviously the game's not out yet, so it's hard to test any of these theories. But they talked about the fact that if somebody joined you who was a lower level, they would be buffed up to your level to be able to compete. We hooked you, Chris and Brian, up with local play, and that did not happen. You were level 1s with no gear or armor.
We were murdered immediately.
I don't know if it's only for online play, like if you're joining your friend there, or if it's something along the lines of, like, you have to, already have been through the tutorial, right? You already have, like, your base gear or something, maybe. So I don't have any answers for you on that one, sadly, yet. I can tell you that if you're playing on PlayStation 4, which is obviously the one I'm playing on, that's why I know the most and have all the gripes about it. If you have two players playing on their PlayStation Network profile locally, they both get trophies, they both get their own save, so you can separate them, go off on your own, do your own thing. that was a big deal for me and my girlfriend, so that we could actually both enjoy the game.
You want to try and platinum this?
No, I'd love to say yes, but I doubt it.
By the way, very nice work. Because as you were just sort of casually telling us about that, you had a 27 massacre murder set back there.
I'm telling you,
you're just overwhelmed, but no, just cool, hanging
cool.
back.
I got it. Yeah, I'm playing on expert right now for the 150 bonus, right?
Don't rub it in.
No, I'm trying to tell everybody about it. Yeah, so 150 gold bonus, 150 XP bonus.
Yep.
But that's the fun thing about Diablo is like once you get, you know,
Wild bones. What happened to those bones?
Yeah, you want to know what happened to those bones.
I don't want to know what happened to those bones. That's
Disgusting.
disgusting.
Once you get decent gear, you're able to jack up the difficulty and feel like you're all of a sudden making a lot of progress.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Diablo on PS4. I like it a lot. You guys gonna play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, good. Like I said, Vince is reviewing this last I heard. I don't think anything's changed, but he's been busy with that WWE stuff. So for everything about Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls Ultimate Evil Edition, keep it here on IGN. Now I gotta kill all these guys before I go, because I want all their gear.
Yeah, we can't just say goodbye without.
No.
Yep.
Okay. This is like when you're listening to an album and there's like this last song ends, but then there's like 7 more minutes of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Except it probably won't be 7 minutes. But still, this is like a bonus song right
Sure, right. This is just here.
Some people act
like that
out
interview
in the
on
corner.
Thursday
They're not
Streamers.
even here anymore.
Yeah, they're
like,
stupid.
oh man, that was a cool video. You're still here.
I wonder-
You hear us talking right now. It's amazing.
I wonder if our editor Kalia put this at the back, like after the bump. So like, you know, the IGN bumper thing came up and like, people think it's over.
Oh, like,
And then-
yeah,
or
that's
is it she just God get out of here, bro?
that's a really good secret song, man.
Yeah, I like that stuff. You know what I didn't like about secret songs, Brian? Were
What?
when they would put like, it would be like you put the disc in and it would be like, all right, you have 37 tracks or whatever. But it would be
Oh,
like
yeah,
after
yeah.
song 11, it was like 3 tracks of silence, then a new track, then 13 tracks of
And
silence.
it would
It's
just like switch through to each
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that. Yeah, I remember
Korn
what I
did
think
that.
what Weird Al did
Dynamite
once
hacked it. Yeah.
was he had his last song on his album and it was 15 minutes of silence, and then one of those like crazy ukulele jams came on.
And you're like, I waited all this time for this
Yeah.
ukulele jam.
Yep. Now my memory might be confusing a lot of those things there. It's been a long time since I listened to a secret song. I don't think people do those anymore. If
Oh
do,
no, they still do. Don't
they still do.
They got to. That's something that has to happen.
See, it was amazing when you would just buy a CD and put it in and listen to it, and then be like, "That was a great album." And then 10 minutes later, if you're not getting up,
Yeah,
you'd
yeah,
start
yeah,
playing the
yeah.
song. Nowadays, you'd look on iTunes, you'd be like, "Track 12 is 45 minutes long. What the hell is wrong with you, Weird Al Yankovic?"
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
Exactly.
All right, we killed everybody. Thanks for the secrets. Oh God! Ah, Suzog the Savage, you bastard!
Not enough hatred.
Dead. There we go.
All right.
God, I love this game. Be out.